Hello, Bugs fans. This is your host, Bugs McBugsy. And we got a special guest here tonight. We're here on the phone with Dennie Pope, the star defenseman for the Waterbugs. He's played 13 games and has 4 assists for the Bugs this year. He's averaging about 18 minutes of ice time. How you doing today, Dennie?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm not too bad. Thanks for asking. Always nice to when you ask somebody how they're doing. So, question for you, Dennie. How's the Waterbug season been so far digitally?
Well, I guess that we're kind of out of a halt here right now. Nothing's going great, but with the Waterbug, with consistent play, we'll come out of this. I mean, I'm pretty confident. It just depends. We're looking at our GM to make a couple of roster changes with a lot of pressure on. Our GM's overpaid. He's overrated. And he's completely underperforming. But besides that, the team's going to pull together here. We're going to make a couple wins here soon.
Oh, wow. You have really high expectations for the Bugs because the Bugs are 16-5. They're first in the NHL. And John Sherwood, the GM of the Bugs, has the lowest paid salary in the league. Holy moly. So with that said, Dennie, who is the most overrated Bug on the team then, in your opinion?
If you're telling me that the Waterbugs are 16-5, they must have replaced all 15 players, did they?
No, actually, they've even brought in more of you fools. So who's overrated in your opinion on the team?
Oh, it's more of who's underrated. Overrated. I guess where do you start? Let's go with Mike Nodwell. I find Mike Nodwell in the last couple of seasons, let's go back where it started. I found in the spring tournament 2016, he's playing like he hasn't had a skate sharpened in a couple of years. He's overshooting the puck. When he turns, he's falling. His passing's off. He keeps Nick Monroe, who's a star right winger. Nick's there to put him home, but Mike's just not feeding him. So I'd put it up to Mike Nodwell.
Oh, good answer. And what do you think of Kenny's play so far in the Bugs' history?
I mean, Kenny's like the Ty Domi of the team. He just can't go wrong, right? He's the heart and soul of the team. He's always there on and off the ice. If anybody has any problems off the ice, who's the first guy you call is Kenny. And on the ice, look, I mean, he may not be the top goal scorer, but, he's that solid guy out there. He's always in the slot, and, he comes ready to play. I mean, I've never seen a game or a practice go by where Kenny's not the first one on the ice and the last one to come off the ice. You know what? That just tells the soul of someone right there.
All right. And so what do you think of the prediction tonight? The Bugs are going to play Philadelphia. Who do you got in this game, and who's going to perform?
Oh, I mean, I think the Bugs are going to get completely walloped. I think that right now they're playing that they're overconfident. They're not playing Kenny enough right now. They're overplaying Mike. Nick Monroe. He's on a downward spiral too. Neil Sherwood, he's been putting too much time into the Blau Farms team, and I've been in an elevator a couple times with Neil Sherwood, and the stuff coming out of him means that he's not thinking about the game. He's thinking about beer and stuff like that. And I think they're overconfident, and they need to come around. But I actually betted on this game on Pro Line today, and I got $1,000 against them.
Nice. So we're going to play a quick game before we let you go. I'm going to name a bug, and you need to give me a 2-word answer of how you would describe them. Jamie Swoop Mallory.
Soulless.
All right. Joel J.D. Dumfield.
Consistent defenseman.
He's a forward. All right. Alex McQuinn.
Alex McQuinn. Nick Monroe's right-hand man.
All right. Yeah, well, that's all right. What do you think about Ian Sherwood, the defenseman?
Ian? Solid D.
All right. Not too many people throwing on their best. Which Bug do you think has the stinkiest hockey gear?
Well, if it replicates what he can put in an elevator, I'll go with Neil Sherwood.
Perfect. Well, anyways, Denny, we'll let you go. Thanks for the interview. I know you got to get out there and get walloped and, win that $1,000 losing. So have a good night and good luck out there, bud.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate the call.
Hey, no problem. All right, that was Dennie Pope, star defenseman for the Bugs, who just doesn't think the Bugs are living up to expectations. I think Denny has high expectations for this team. Well, we'll see how they do by the end of it. I want to give a shout out to Dennie Pope and Doc Outlet, the Doc Outlet. And also just want to say, this game brought to you by Landlords. They're not all bad people. Most of them are pretty good. All right, with that said, the Bugs are playing Philly at home at the Brown House. Until the game starts, let's go. All right, that was super cool that we were able to get Dennie Pope on the line to talk Bugs with us today. Oh, man, that was fantastic. He didn't think too much of the Bugs, though. I wonder what the Bugs are going to play like tonight after he said they are getting walloped tonight by Philadelphia. Those were his words, not mine. The boys are getting walloped. And not only are they getting walloped, he bet $1,000 against us. He bet $1,000 against us that we were going to get walloped. He doesn't think much about Mike Nodwell. It doesn't sound like it. All right. Bugs, Bugs, Bugs. Neil, Steven, and Lois, the Saturday Night Live line, the SNL line. Evan and Scott out there. Denny's going to be out in a little bit, but he's delayed after that interview. He had to take his pregame poop that he wasn't able to. So he's just got to finish that, and then he'll be out in a few shifts. No problem at all. Here comes Lois Sherwood down the wing with her sons, Neil and Steve. She wrists it up, but caught a hot with the save. Get your cold glass of pink Whitney ready. Bugs are scoring. Bugs are scoring today, boys. Number 97 is Neil's son, Emmett Sherwood, 7-year-old. He's the first 7-year-old to play in the NHL. He's turning into the leader of this team. Scott's been showing him, what type of move was that, Steve? That was terrible. And here comes Lois. Let's see what she got. Nice little shot on net. Neil gets it, throws it out to Scott. Scott throws it to backhand to Steve, but it gets blocked. The last man back is Emmett Gretzky Sherwood. He tried to make that diving block, but he just couldn't. Alrighty. This game brought to you by Candy. Who doesn't love candy? I love candy. You love candy. Candy. Your teeth love candy. But the dentist don't. Chris Muir, Adam Sherwood, and Mike Nodwell, the most overrated player on the Bugs, based on Denny. And there's Denny, number 30 out there. Denny gets his first shift after that pre-game poop. Let's see how he does. He's playing with Valerie, who he called soulless. He's out there with a bunch of Bugs that he just ripped pre-game. Let's see how they do. Here comes Nodwell. Overrated. He didn't ask about Chris Muir. Oh.
Goes back deep for it.
Goes back deep.
Through center, making progress.
All right. Chris Muir with it. Spins around. Gives it up to Michael. Michael gets blocked by that player, but he gets it up again. He goes into the zone. He skates over. He passes it to Mallory. Mallory with a shot on net. The hot stops with his shoulder.
Forcing the goalie to crane left and then right. Shoots one. What a terrific save.
And Nodwell, Mallory, and the rest of the Bugs haven't heard that interview with Pope yet because they wrote in warm-up when Pope was getting interviewed. That was terrible. So they don't know all the harsh words that Pope said about them. So let's see how they play next game after they hear the interview with Denny. That was a terrible goal. Terrible goal, boys. Here comes Alex McQuinn, Dave Ness, and Joel Dunfield.
Feeling out process until that first goal of the game.
Here's Andy Monahan. Oh! Gave it away, but luckily they were offside. pay somebody $10 to throw that guy down on the ground. You don't come in here with a Philadelphia Flyers get up like that and dance in front of the Bugs. Free tickets to someone that knocks that guy out. No, we don't condone violence, Bugs. I was just joking. All right, Bugs. Ooh, nice little hit right there. The hits are starting to come. There's J.D. Dunfield. Consistent defenseman, Denny calls him. And he's not the most deserved player on the team. Ooh. He's played with J.D. for about 7 years now, and he didn't know that he was a forward. And Denny's a defenseman. All right, back to the ice, and Kenny Asseltine's playing center. Once again, I'm not doing the lines. I'm letting the computer do the lines for me. And sometimes they make a lot of weird combinations. Kenny at center. Maybe they're doing something that we don't know. Maybe we should play Kenny at center. I think Kenny would make a good centerman. He hasn't done much as the right winger or the left winger. Maybe he needs a spotlight. Nick Monroe with the blast hits the crossbar post. Nick Monroe got new skates a couple tournaments ago. Since then, he's been buzzing, boys. Never seen Nick play so good. So well, I guess the word would be.
The Flyers with a face-off win.
That face-off brought to you by the Dock Outlet. Do you need docks? Because that's what they sell. They used to sell cabbage, but now they sell docks.
And it is icing called on this play, and so
icing, it goes good on cakes and cupcakes. Icing. It's just not fun in a hockey game. All right, Kenny Asseltine's back out there with 14 seconds left in the period for the face-off, and he wins it to Scott. Solid, clean win.
Good hustle to get down there, and the icing is gone.
Oh, Monroe beats out that icing. Monroe's carrying the team on his shoulders this game. Said, "Give me Kenny. I want Kenny on my line. I'm gonna show you what he can do." Denny braked him up pre-game interview. The computer put him at center. I think there's something we don't know about Kenny. Maybe he's a two-way centerman. I can see it.
Boys are down only by one, Doc, and the
boys are down by one. That's nothing. Here's Neil Stephen Lois, this SNL line.
We have begun period 2 with Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emery.
Emmett knocks James Van I can't say that guy's name. Emmett knocks James Van Riemsdyk off the board. And now he's going up the wing. Oh, he fans on the shot, but he gets it back with a nice wrister. Lois with a fast wrister, too. Ooh. Who's this? Oh, your boy, Steve Sherwood. We're Raffle. Steve and Raffle going at it. This is Steve's second fight of the season. He's also the captain of the Bugs. An inspiration to all. Ooh. What do you think is the... Oh, and Steve gets knocked out cold, just like Nova Scotia landlords. Who do you think is a better landlord system? New Brunswick or Nova Scotia? Comment below with what you think.
5 minutes to get back dressed and get ready to go again at some point.
Got it right on the chin. He felt that. He felt that. Oh, he got a shiner. How did he get a shiner? How did that guy get a punch up underneath that visor? That's what I don't understand. Steve got a clean one in the chin, knocked him down to one knee. But, you know, that's all right. You win some, you lose some. As long as you have fun. Scott's trying to lick his lips, but he skated past him. Now Emmett's the last man back. Emmett with a nice block. Scott up to Lowy.
Takes it right back.
Oh, Neil gets knocked off the puck, but Lowy comes out with it. He still has it.
Moves to the corner. Couldn't get his way through. On to Van Riemsdyk.
And he gets it out.
Puck is thrown to Neil.
Emmett up to his dad, and his dad just throws it down for a long shot on net.
Fires.
Ooh, that almost went in. Chris Muir almost snuck one by Kata hot.
Is able to move on in.
Ooh. And Scott dubs it.
One of the rare breaks in hockey is a call for icing.
So the Bugs aren't going to be able to do a line change now, unfortunately. So Chris Muir, Neil Sherwood, and Lois Sherwood are out there pretty tired. But that's Bug Life for you. Which bug has Bug Life tattooed on his stomach?
And angled the Goodas.
Is it John Sherwood?
With the stick.
Kenny Asseltine?
Right play, right pass
Dennie
up the
Pope.
right wing, and it's on his stick.
Dan McNeil?
Wonderful stop.
Alex McQuinn? Or
Looking
J.D.
for options
Dunfield?
through the neutral zone.
Comment below which bug you think has says Bug Life tattooed on his belly.
Nice work done with the stick there. Shoots. Wonderful save. What a
If you
skill
guessed
level
J.D.
there.
Dunfield,
Now that's a beautiful
you'd be
stop
correct.
on a great scoring chance.
He has a gigantic Bug Life tattoo above his stomach,
Oh, and he
right above the belly
dropped
button.
it.
He's a hardcore Bug fan.
And he holds
He doesn't
on.
just play it, he lives it. Baskin, number 33, has played
Just a hair under
fantastic
7
this season
minutes
for
to
the
go
Bugs.
here in the second. The
Here
Flyers
comes Dave
lead
Ness.
1-0.
Bell Bay Construction Zone.
He's got a face-off win.
Nodville said he was overrated, not producing, had no hands.
And he dumps it in.
Ness heard the interview. Very next game, what did Ness do?
To Ness.
Had a couple of really good penalty kills. He also scored a beautiful goal. No hands, Nodwell, eh?
Missed all of it.
I don't know.
Skill play by
Interviewed Denny
Bailey.
today. Denny said Nodwell's not there. Nodwell's not performing at all. You know, is Nodwell going to do anything when he hears that? I don't know. Let's see. Ness plays fantastic out here. Digital Ness. He's had a couple big fights. Won the Royal Rumble. Sets up some nice goals. He's having a great shift. He has good shifts. Look at him.
Hangs on to that one for a stoppage in play.
There's the Bugs. Looking good. Looking good. Here comes Kenny. Kenny at the draw and he loses
Win on
it.
the draw. Tries to get it outside. Laid on to Couturier.
Here's Dennis Delirion. Oh, nice hit at Dennis.
Snapping a pass to
Ooh.
Nicholas.
Nicholas Monroe.
Steps across that line.
Ooh, nice shot. Oh, what did Nick just do?
Trapper one.
Nick just crashed the goalie and they did not do anything to Nick. Kenny with the face-off loss. He's 1 for 3 tonight on
The
face-offs.
Flyers up the wing.
Not a-
Lock the puck.
Nice little rub out. Kenny gets a lot of the last minutes of the games and the periods.
Shot on.
Ooh, nice. After 2, the Bugs are down by
2
1.
periods are in the books here. And the Bucks could very well have some
2 periods in the
stains on it
Bucks.
by now because these teams
1
have
period
worked pretty
left.
hard. But
The Bucks
still,
are down
the
by
third
1.
period is ahead.
What's gonna happen? Will the Bugs get a comeback? Or are they gonna get walloped, as Denny said? As it stands right now, Denny is on the hook for a nice $1,000 win. Hopefully we can make him lose that because who wants to see the Bugs lose? Not me. Bugs McBugsy is a die-hard Bug fan. New Brunswick crest on the ice.
They created a lot of chances. They need a bounce. They need to get a greasy goal. In order to do that, you've got to put yourself right
We
in
need a
front of the
greasy
net.
goal. And who better to score a greasy goal than Dennie Pope, the grease master? He's a landlord in his spare time. And you know what his tenants call him? Grease Master Flex. Because he loves flexing the power, flexing the wad. And he's greasy. He's a very greasy landlord. He loves the system in New Brunswick too for landlords. It's landlord loving. This game brought to you by landlords. They're not all bad people, just some of them. Comment below if you have some greasy Dennie Pope stories about, him being your landlord. We'd love to hear it. Denny once walked in on me and my roommate playing a game of chess. He didn't even give us 24 hours. And that was from rs7@hotmail.com. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, Denny, you have to give, your tenants at least 24 hours before you enter their premise.
Takes it in from the neutral zone. Took care of that one.
Iceman24 says, I once came into my apartment after work and Denny was sitting at my kitchen table drinking my beer and eating a sandwich. Denny, landlord just can't do that.
Not a challenging stop at all.
Nice face-off work.
Oh, Oh, there's Adam. Gets the puck. Gives it to Nodwell. Nodwell throws it in the corner.
Got it in his own end. He's got that one. Let's see what happens.
He's got it. Baby, he's got it.
He's trying to work his way
You're
ahead.
my Venus.
The stick can break
You're
up a
my
play
fire,
and just
floating
yet.
in my...
Lets it go. Outstanding
All right,
save.
Bugs,
Just a
12 minutes left in this
reputation.
game.
You can smell it
This game
all
brought to you
there.
Canada's coaching staff's done an
by
exceptional
Canada.
job this year, moving the pieces of the puzzle around to get the best results.
What a great place
As a
to live.
result of a
If you love
lineup that's
Canada,
pretty varied,
salute your country
they're
right
tough to
now.
play against, and they lead the league standings as a
Touch your
result.
heart.
Okay, Ray,
Just
you
say
know,
thank
fans
you
like elite
for living
teams,
in this
even if it's
great,
not their
great
favorite
country.
team, they like watching them play against their favorite.
Here comes Chris Muir.
Kane's
Down the
had
wing.
offensive
He
line.
drops it to
Tries
Nodwell.
to get it on
Nodwell with
net.
the
Great
big shot
catch,
on
but
net.
it missed.
But
I
he
guess that's great. He
missed.
shot the puck hard, but he misses the net by 20 feet.
Oh, Nodwell missed the net by 20 feet. Didn't Denny say that? That Nodwell couldn't hit the net, missed
Philadelphia's play
shots.
puts them in a spot
He did say
where
that
they
pre-game.
can look forward to 2 points
You know,
if
maybe
they
we just haven't been seeing
continue
it.
to protect
Maybe we've
this
just been,
shutout.
focusing
They had
on
an
some of the good
outstanding
plays he does. Let's start paying attention to, the skill of Nodwell here.
All the way back because it is
Oh, look at that team. Look at that team.
Montreal's always a difficult team to play
Johnny.
against, Doc, and they're up next
Johnny
on
hired a new
this
coach.
They'll
His
need to
name's
get
Silver
lots of
Fox.
pucks at the
Anderson
net
Cooper
early in the
is the
next one.
Bugs'
Get some
head
big
coach
early
out
hits
there.
and set the tone in their favor.
Look at the Chris Muir, Adam, and Nodwell. They're hardly any red down the bottom. They're just a sliver. They are dead tired. That icing really hurt them.
The Goodas. Patrick's tripped up.
Ooh,
That
penalty,
should be a
penalty.
So now a
Denny.
penalty will be handed
Let's
out.
see who gets it.
Denny's going to the
Denny.
box.
He's going to the
Player
send bin.
hit the ice,
Wasn't for...
and the call on them is tripping.
I'm going to give credit to
Denny
the
likes
puck
going to
carrier
the
here.
box.
He kept his
He
legs
doesn't
moving.
mind.
He forced the back checker to reach in.
Sits in the
and
box.
take him off his
Just likes
feet.
thinking. He's also tripping right now. That's a nice little trip.
Always important to win the special teams battle, or at the very
We used to
least,
sell egg
come up
rolls.
even.
Now we sell docks. The dock outlet. Do you need a dock? Call the dock outlet.
What a hit that one was.
I once had a coach
Ooh,
hit
ooh,
or beat
Dave
him.
Ness.
There's an
Dave
example
Ness
of
with a
getting yourself
great
into the
penalty
game.
kill. 2 good shots on net. And Nodwell said he was
Driving in
overrated.
from no man's land.
Oh, nice little
Great
block.
poke check. Gathered up
Oh,
again by
Ian
Voracek.
overskates that one. Gets it up to Ness.
Pushed it through center.
23, the LeBron James, the Michael Jordan of the Bugs.
Shoots. He scores.
Oh!
Take that back. No goal.
Oh, what is
Flags
this?
turn
What
on
is
mask towards the
this?
referee. They're looking
Dave
for a
Ness
no
puts it
goal
on,
call. They're gonna get it.
knocks
That's
off
early
of
interference.
Nick's skates and then bounces back to Ness, and Ness puts it in. But Nick was full on crease. Look, he just knocked him in the head. There's no way that's a goal. But it'd be awesome if they allow it. I ain't gonna complain. Oh no, they totally let it go. Here comes Steve, Dennis DeLore, Scott, and Emmett.
Giroux's got another in a long list of face-off wins. Gives it over to the point.
Ooh,
Turns
nice.
right off the pass.
Nice block, Emmett. Here comes DeLore.
Team Canada's along the wing at center ice. Puts one on.
Oh, Emmett with a
save
nice
there.
shot on net. Nice blocker save by
Pitching it to
Kata.
Voracek.
Hot.
And he
RA
steps
is
in.
right. That is a fun name to say. Kata hot.
Made
Nice.
that work for him in goal.
There's Dennis
The
DeLore.
boys are driving it from the wing. With a strong wrist shot. He wore that puck on a hard shot. Hammering his way up the wing at center.
Ooh.
Just like shootout. And there's
Ooh.
a delayed penalty
No.
call.
I got all puck right there. We got
Terrific
all puck there.
determination by Voracek. Poke checked away.
We all had
Stevens
puck.
gets
That
his
was
name on the
nothing but
penalty sheet,
puck.
a tripping
But
minor.
Steve gets another penalty. He's going in the box with Denny. They had a 2-hour conversation on the phone tonight. And then they did a little pregame interview, Denny did, after he got off the phone with Steve. So they're in there just reminiscing about their phone call, about life in general, talking about whose landlord system is better, Nova Scotia's or New Brunswick. Denny's pro New Brunswick. Steve says, I really don't care. You know, I'm not interested at all. But Denny, part-time landlord, full-time Bug. He lives and breathes the landlords. He's there for the landlords. And there he is right now.
In with it now.
Oh, look at that little move.
That puck was obstructed by a screen.
He was.
Now, when somebody's
Andy Monahan,
crossed
number
the line
22.
here, I think he knows what might
He
happen.
just crushed that
Cross the
guy.
line like that, you better be ready to get involved.
3 minutes left in the
Chip
third.
Patrick. Brings a shot.
Oh, no.
That shows why you don't take penalties.
100%.
A little under 4 minutes to go in the third.
Denny's smiling.
The Flyers
He knows
have
he's
just
getting closer to that
scored, so their
$1,000
lead
in his
is
pocket.
2. Maybe they can
Yet
pull
we
away
still give it to
further.
him.
Team Canada is setting things up in center. Philadelphia's in their own end.
Bugs are trying to do the dump in. Nalmo with a nice hit. Oh, standing body contact.
Over the place and now trying to spark his team with a solid hit as they try to level out this game.
Swoop in Nodwell. Then Pope and Chris Muir.
Save. All a part of generating an offense. Little pass off from the goal.
Here comes Nodwell coming up.
In his defensive end to get it.
Come on, boys.
Directing that one to Van Riemsdyk.
Denny with a crush. He just crushed that guy. Denny loves crushing those guys out there. He never shies away from crushing a guy on the ice. Here's Nodwell. He doesn't mind crushing a few beers every once in a while. Oh! Denny's the last man back. He's eyeing this guy. Rubs him out. Rubs him out. Oh no! What a terrible pass that was.
Trying to go to Van Riemsdyk. Shot. Terrific shot, but a
boys.
great point-blank save.
The goaltender shuts that one down on a superb opportunity.
Save.
Come on, boys. Oh, 3.1 seconds left. Prediction, Kenny's going to be taking the face-off in the offensive zone. He's going to be taking a shot on net from the face-off. Nope, I'm wrong. The SNL line says, give us that last 3 seconds.
That puck came free. Could have been handled. Hey, brilliant
Oh,
save
good
at
game,
the
boys.
board.
2-0 loss. Nothing we
And
can
he's
do.
reached the
You know?
first one of his career, a shutout.
The rookie came up large tonight and turned
Caught
away
a hat
all
with the
challenges
big
to get his
win.
First shutout, Doc.
Do you care? I don't. He's not a bug. Don't care. Don't care. Let's move over to the bug report. Tonight, none of us got points. We were terrible. Denny called it. The Bugs are overrated. They're not hustling. They're not working. They just don't have it. He called it. Scott Sherwood played 30 minutes. Chris Muir played 29. Dennie Pope played 21 minutes tonight and had 2 penalties. Which Bug didn't play? Kenny played 6 minutes and 40 seconds, while Nick and Delory were the other 2 low ball guys. It's 7.5 minutes. Disappointing game for the Bugs, but it is what it is. You can't win them all. Like I said, Steve got knocked out, got one right on the chin and buckled. He got back up and kept on playing. You can't win them all, folks. You can't win them all. But something tells me, the motivation just wasn't there. Something tells me Pope had $1,000, riding on that game. He kind of hoped that we wouldn't do too well. And he was right. The Bugs now are 16-6. They're still at home. They're going to be playing the Canadians next game. Sad day when you lose. Till next time, guys, I'm Bugs McBugsy. You stay safe. Stay positive. Wash those hands. And hopefully we'll get you some more great content and great interviews in the near future. Until next time, this is Bugs McBugsy. Shout out to Marina and Lower Millstream. Shout out to Nolan. Shout out to Emmett and Marissa. Cameron, Dominic, Hazel. All the little kids out there. All the other kids in Brazil, in Colombia. Over in Russia. The Ukraine and Denmark. Electrical 1037. Want to say peace to everybody. Bugs McBugsy, out. Need a dock? Contact the dock outlet. They don't sell cabbage anymore. They sling the docks. Dock outlet. #1 team in docks. We used to sell cabbage, now we sell docks. Do 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 do.